So one thing that I didn't understand was that she said that she tells David everything, and her and David were in a relationship, but then she also revealed that last year she had a miscarriage, but she was with David for 10 years, so how was she able to have a miscarriage if she had a boyfriend that she never saw? I don't get it. Was she cheating on somebody that she never saw? I don't know.
Samore Love Bugs, you have now tuned into my Catfish episode, I think 15 recap. Guys, be sure to subscribe to my channel if you have not yet done so. Also be sure to share this video wherever you like to share videos. Give it that good old thumbs up, okay? Alright, so let's go ahead and get right into this recap. So Andria, she's 21, she's living in St. Louis, Missouri, and she's been in a relationship with this dude named David Walker, who lives in Chicago, Illinois, which is not too far from each other. And they've been in a relationship for 10 years, since I think she said she was like in the 6th grade or something like that. So long time, ever since she was a young person. Like she literally grew up in a relationship with this dude. It's crazy. And they never met. How friggin' odd is that? So now she's older and she wants to make sure that this person is real. I guess she's been finding out about all these catfish and things like this. So she's like, wait, hold up, wait a minute. I don't want to be a part of this whole catfish scheme. So she decides to hit up Nev and Max. Following that, they asked, like, why is it that they never spoke or anything? Well, not really spoke, but why they never did Skype or anything? And she said because David told her that he doesn't have a smartphone. I'm like, did this dude just come out of jail or something? How is it that you don't have a smartphone? I don't understand. That's crazy. So when they go to her house, she only has like one little bed on the floor. Well, it looked like a queen size bed. It was like mattresses. The mattress and the box spring was on the floor. So they're like, oh, did you just move in? I'm like, girl, you better say yes, because if you say anything else but yes, I just moved in, everybody gonna laugh at you and they gonna look at you like, okay, but you don't got money to buy furniture? Like, what's up? They even said like, okay, you need to get your decor up, but all right, we see you doing it. I'm like, girl, how long you really been in that apartment? She probably been in there for a couple months, almost a year, talking about, yeah, I just moved in. I just moved in last year. All right, so anyway, they're all sitting down, you know, talking about everything. And Andrea, she said that she even stopped going to school because David was supposed to come and get her. She says, but he always stands her up. He says he's going to do something. He doesn't do it. He went to jail. He was on house arrest. Like, he had all these things. He had contraband, got arrested, everything. So it was a lot of things up against him that made him not be able to come and see her. So she also says that this David person had sent her a message like, oh, I'm sorry, I lied to you. I'm actually a female. And sent her an ID card with a photo of a female with locks, and also an address, which was the address of a letter that was sent to her by David. So now it's like almost like she's in denial, because it's like the proof is all there. When you get the red flags, you kind of gotta look at them and say, okay, this is the reason why. You know, it's like everything is painted clearly for her, but she has on like blindfolds where she's not seeing what's really going down. So Nev and Max, they do like a reverse phone search and they didn't really get anything. Then they also did an email search. When they did that, they were able to come up with a woman's name, a woman named Christina. So now they're like, okay, so David is Christina. So it's pretty evident that this person is actually a female and not a male. So when they go over the details with Andria and her friend Camille, Camille kind of looks like, no, we heard the voicemails and it doesn't sound like a girl, it sounds like a guy. I'm like, y'all must not know how girls that are studs tend to have those nice masculine voices. Because my cousin, her girlfriend, she dead caught me many times where I'm like, wait, who is this? She like, yeah. I'm like, wait, what? who is this? So yeah, they could definitely do the whole voice thing where they can sound like, especially if they've been doing it for a long time, they can switch up their voice, and definitely I've been fooled quite a few times. So then when they finally are telling her, showing her all the evidence, it's like she was in total disbelief, total shock, dismay. She was just like frazzled completely. She started crying, and it was like one of the ugliest reactions I had ever seen. Like, it was like, you know, she was just like really, really hurt by the news. And still, I feel like she kind of didn't want to believe it. Like, maybe there's a possibility that they could be wrong. Maybe this is a family member. Maybe it's just somebody else that's registered under her email address. It could be anything, but it can't be that she's a girl. Like, what is going on? So they called Christina the catfish girl, and she wasn't, of course, jumping at the chance to go ahead and meet up with them. Most of the catfish don't, unless they're like ready for attention and they want everything that comes with being a catfish. So they're like, once they hang up with her, they're like, you know what? We don't even need her. We don't even, I think it was Neve that mentioned, we don't even need her to give us the okay. We got her address. Like, hello, she sent us her ID, her driver's license. We know where she lived. We out. She also sent her return address on the letter that she sent to you. So we out. Let's go. So they headed out. But luckily, around the same time that they was landing and they were over there, she actually called and she was like, all right, it's okay. You can come over or whatever. So yeah, when Christina comes out with the deep voice, like, yeah, what up? Like, it was like crazy because she had no remorse. They were like, okay, so you were pretending to be someone else for 10 years? She's like, yeah. They're like, so you think this is okay? She's just like, yeah. They're like, so you were pretending to be a guy? And she's like, yeah. It's like everything was just like, yeah, that's what I did. That's what I did. She was like that this was a bet for $25 is how it all started, and it just kind of kept on going from there. But she seemed like she just didn't have any care in the world. She was saying something about how she doesn't have many friends, and this was a bond that she had, so that's why she kind of kept it going and didn't really say anything. So now then Christina was saying that she's not in love with her and she don't really care about her like that. It's not even that serious. And it is what it is. She was just like brushing off the whole thing like all these 10 years that Andrea put into this and wasted her life. I mean, she ain't wasted that much because she said she almost had a baby. I'm just saying. But, you know, all this time and taking off of school for somebody who's never coming. She just didn't really care. She's like, that's her life at the end of the day. That ain't my life. I ain't telling her to do none of this. That's like what I was gathering from that little dialogue that was going on right there. So then Christina ends up telling them that she's not, that this chick is lying too, because they call on the phone so they can meet up again. And she was saying, well, Andrea's lying too because Andrea had sent her fake pictures for 9 years and this and that, and Andrea's just like, nah, that never happened. She's lying right now, and this is why I don't even really want to talk with her like that. You know, that's why I don't even want to mess with her like that, because she's lying. And when they all meet up and they're sitting down, it's like the lies were like pouring in. She was saying, first she said she apologized, and I think that Andrea said she apologized for the MySpace part from years ago, because she said she did try to make a fake account on MySpace, but it didn't really go nowhere at that time. She tried to find out if David was really David, so that's why she really did it. And she's like, nah, I'm not going to accept your apology because you don't even really know why you're apologizing. And they're like, okay, so you guys are just pretty much pointing the fingers at each other. And then Christina, she just sticks to like, oh, it's whatever. And then her and Max were kind of talking, and then she was twisting up the words that he was saying, because he was saying something that she said, and she's like, nah, I ain't say it like that. And he was just getting so frustrated. He ended up dropping an F-bomb. Like, yes, the F you did say that. And I'm totally with Max on that. I would have probably reacted the same way. I probably would have walked away, just because, like, I hate to have that type of conflict where somebody is in the wrong and they kind of want you to back down because they think, okay, I feel like I'm right and I don't care what anybody else has to say, even if they are right. You know, those types of people I can't deal. Those are the worst for me. So it's either I'm gonna argue back or I'm gonna probably walk away, because I feel like I've grown a lot from where I used to be. So that's like the point where they were at, and he was just getting frustrated. Like, I can see why things are the way they are, because you kind of twist people's words around, and she's not really like owning up to anything. It's just like, I feel like she doesn't want to put herself out there. She doesn't want to get hurt. I feel like those were some of the reasons. So anyways, they do the 2-month update to see what's going on. Andrea says she's back in school, so congratulations to her. But then she also says that Christina apologized, sent her this long text message, which she actually had sent to Max and Nev, where it said, oh, I still love you, I want to be with you, and things like that. And it's like, when they called Christina to find out her 2-month update, she's like, nah, we're not even really talking, I haven't been in contact with her. So it's like, hold on. So now we really see that she was a true liar, because she sent over the text messages, you know. Oh, you can't deal with people like that, because they'll lie for like the simplest thing. Somebody that could lie over something so small, like just to say, yes, I've been in contact with her, or I messaged her, I'm still trying to get back with her. I mean, maybe you don't have to say all of that because it makes you look bad, but you could say, yeah, we've been in contact, a little something or whatever. She couldn't even do that. So yeah, she's down in the Catfish history books as a liar. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode down below, and thanks for watching. Be sure to stay fabulous, live free, and soar limitless. I'll see you in the next one. Later.